All right. Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending upon where you are in the world right now. But welcome to sunny San Diego, California, where we're hosting the 7th annual 2020 California Entrepreneurship Educators Conference online. This was a reimagined conference. This is our first attempt at holding a global conference of this nature online. My name is Alex Denoble. I am a professor of entrepreneurship in the management department of the Fowler College of Business at San Diego State University. And I also serve as the executive director of our Lavin Entrepreneurship Center. We conceived of this California Entrepreneurship Educators Conference 7 years ago.
I'm just listening to you. Come in.
And we've been running it on an annual face-to-face basis every year. Could someone mute, please? Okay. So this year, as you know, when the crisis hit, we had to cancel the conference, and that didn't sit well with us, and that didn't sit well with our partners. And because of just some amazing partners, I teamed up with my very, very visionary friend, pal, and companion, Ayman El-Tarabishi, and we started bantering back and forth in terms of what a conference like this could potentially look like online. We pulled together an amazing team of students to back us up. On my end, Tammy Nguyen, Brett Harris, and Jacinda Molina. On Ayman's end, we have Sky Blanks and Kyle's last name. Leon. I apologize, Kyle. We're just meeting each other, but we've been working together. So exciting to have a bi-coastal team here to make something like this happen. But it doesn't happen without an incredible partner. And let me toss it over to Ayman to say a few words.
Thank you, Alex. Greetings from the East Coast, and good morning to you, and good morning or good evening to everybody that's joining us from around the world. We had a tremendous day yesterday, and we were averaging about 80 to 90 people per session, and it was just incredible that in this very short notice that we had so many sessions filled with such great comments from everybody about the quality of the presenters, the topics being presented, and the very collegial and kind approach to the conference. As Alex mentioned, this was done in a very short period of time, incredibly short. We bootstrapped many of the technologies here together, and with fingers crossed that it all works. And we had some hiccups, but for the most part, with the number of attendees joining us, we are just delighted. But this talks about the topic itself and the aim. We are talking about reimagining entrepreneurship. And we've done so using creativity, innovation, and more importantly, we used a family approach. All hands on deck, everybody pitched in, from all the speakers coming in with great presentations, taking time, being extremely patient and kind to us as we sort out through all these technologies. And just committed, which is incredible, as Alex will say, how committed everybody was. So we've posted a lot of our presentations from yesterday up online. We'll continue to post throughout the day. And let's reimagine entrepreneurship and build stronger ties and ideas and research and friends and family members from all over the world. Thank you, Alex. Thank you. And I also want to thank Tammy and her team and everybody there. And a personal thanks to Sky for his incredible work. Sky, hands off to you. I want to personally thank you for everything you've done. and also with Kyle staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning, East Coast time, working very hard to putting the material up. And also thank other team members, Hannah and everybody else as well. So this is just absolutely great. Thank you. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Ayman. And as you may be aware, we wanted to use the Whova app to drive the conference. We have been using them for years in our face-to-face conference, and they migrated to be able to support a virtual conference as well. And it takes a little bit of a learning curve to effectively maneuver around the Whova app. However, once you do that, it gives you incredible networking opportunities. You can see who else has registered for the conference. You can make connections. You can offer comments. And we wanted to use a platform like that so that we could give you the opportunity to get the most out of this online experience. So bear with us on it, and we certainly look forward to an amazing set of sessions today. We have, if you look at the agenda, it's jam-packed. You're going to go through some creativity sessions. You'll have a chance to meet journal editors. For those of you that are on a research track, you'll have a chance to sharpen your skills in doing qualitative research. Later on this afternoon, you'll hear from Dr. Michael Morris on his current work in entrepreneurship in underserved communities. You'll meet with a number of professors working in underserved communities. And at the end of the day, you'll have a chance to meet a very special friend of ours, Chantaline Carpentier from the United Nations. ICSB has partnered with the United Nations to form Micro, Small, and Medium-Sized Enterprise Day so that we could be global players in building up and supporting small business. And you know how much the small business community around the world today needs our help in efforts more than ever to reimagine their business models and make the adaptations so that we could have a viable economic communities around the world coming out of this particular situation. So the day is going to be filled with some incredible thought leaders that'll help you develop your skill sets and competencies as professionals in the field of entrepreneurship. Before we turn it over to our first round of speakers today, I want to, Tammy, if you can switch the slide. I just want to recognize our sponsors, the people and the organizations that believed in us when we were trying to put this conference together and stayed with us when we decided to move it online. And in particular, I want to first thank our partner, again, Dr. Ayman Tarabishi, and he brought the power of the International Council of Small Business to bear to partner with the Lavin Entrepreneurship Center to help us create something truly special. It's a great partnership, and we look forward to many more opportunities. I also want to thank our lead sponsor, the Fowler College of Business at San Diego State University. I am privileged. I have spent my entire academic career at San Diego State, and the support of our past and our current dean, Dr. Bruce Reinig is truly appreciated, and it enables us to do everything that we do. I also want to thank my colleagues at the Trosh Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, for their support. And I want to thank our colleagues at the Lyles Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship at Fresno State. It's truly heartwarming when other entrepreneurship centers participate with us in this very meaningful way. So thank you to both Fresno State and UNLV for your support. I want to thank also the Global Consortium of Entrepreneurship Centers for their support. They have a conference coming up in October, and let's hope it's going to be a live face-to-face conference, because it'll be in Las Vegas, and I know the team there is really looking forward to it. So thank you, GCEC. And a special shout out to my good friend Patrick Snyder from BizStarts, Wisconsin, who also participated with us. So these sponsors are very special to us and enable us to continue to do the work that we do. So for this first session coming up, Ayman, I know you are hosting a session in another Zoom. So to our conference participants, you have a choice between two different sessions right now. I will be moderating a session by Professor Doan Winkle, our President-elect of the United States Association for Small Business and Entrepreneurship. And Ayman will switch over to another Zoom where we have journal editors from the USASB Journal, from the ICSB Journal, and we also want you to hear about a very special issue on humane entrepreneurship that's coming out in the Journal of Small Business Management. So you can see that all of our professional organizations, our academic journals, and our most creative people are involved in making this special. So Ayman, I'm going to let you go to the other session, and I'm going to proceed in this session introducing Dr. Doan Winkle. Okay, so this session is entitled Pain or Pleasure? Live your students' entrepreneurship, live your students' experience. I have gotten to know Doan over the last number of years during my time serving on the board of USASB. Doan has been active and involved in USASB and really moving us in very creative directions. Doan is will be our president-elect. So you're meeting the leadership of USASB. Yesterday it was Dr. Jill Kickle, but Doan will be the next president coming in for our organization. Doan is the Call Chair in Entrepreneurship at John Carroll University. He also is the director of the Edward Muldoon Center for Entrepreneurship. Doan is also a co-founder of teachingentrepreneur.org and the Education Project. Doan has been doing some amazing work in helping all of us to be better educators, to engage our students in truly meaningful ways to build their skill sets, their competencies, their professional networks, and their confidence in themselves to execute on their entrepreneurial ideas. And so Doan, for all of you, all that you do, you're making a true impact on the field. And I want to turn this session over to you. So please welcome Dr. Doan.